That mistake was deep. It was uncalled for because I could have dyed my hair by myself and still had my long hair today, and I am not willing to relive that mistake. Hi guys, it's Therese. So I'm making this video to talk about my hair in details. This video is talking about my hair journey from relaxed to natural, and I am going to just attach pictures. Some of the pictures are going to be quite blurry, and that is because the phones I was using at the time was quite lower quality, and the phones were the picture quality from the phones were not so good, but I was able to do something with those phones. Those phones literally introduced me to hair care. They were the phones I used for research, and yeah, they got the job done pretty well. So yeah, I started my healthy hair journey in 2013, and it started from going to the salon to have my hair done, and then I saw someone that came into the salon to relax her hair, and her hair was super voluminous, very big and healthy and beautiful. And I'd like to say her hair was also well trimmed. Her hair was well trimmed. It felt like all of the strands ended at a certain line, like it was blunt, kind of. It was beautiful. It was the biggest, most beautiful, healthy hair I've ever seen, and it wasn't natural, it was relaxed. So I proceeded to ask her what she uses in her hair, how she got her hair this thick, and then she explained to me that she only relaxes her hair twice a year, and every time she does that, she adds some treatments to her hair, and then she gets a trim, and she doesn't make those hairstyles that would cut, that would damage the front parts of your hair. And she just had a very minimal hair care routine, and it was intriguing. I loved it. I loved everything I heard, and I felt like I want this to be me. I felt like I want this to be me real bad. I want to have long, beautiful, voluminous hair and all of that. And so that kind of inspired me to research. I wanted to know if there are other women that had this kind of hair. Yeah, so the basis of my research was Nigerian women with long hair. Can Nigerian women grow long hair? These were the specific things I typed, and then Google did its work. It showed me pages of women that were blogging and they had long healthy hair. It also showed me women from all over the world. It wasn't just Nigerian women, but I saw for a fact I saw Nigerian women with long hair. I came across Hair Education, owned by Lade. Hair Education was the first blog of the Nigerian lady with very long hair. I think she had waist length hair at the time, and then I followed her until she got to tailbone length. And even now we follow each other right now, because I went from being the girl that was in her room googling these things to becoming someone that actually practiced it, grew my hair to almost waist length, blogged as well, ran a blog and had over 100 posts on that blog documenting my hair care journey. And I pretty much got to know some other hair care bloggers, and we developed friendships from there. So yeah. I started off at this length, and then my hair just kept transforming. This was the next length check, 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 and it just went on for the next 4 years. And at my 4-year hair journey mark was when I got to mid back length, and mid back length was like the best length I had ever imagined. At the longest parts, my hair was about 20 inches plus 18 inches, I think, because it depends on your torso. Some people could have less because they are shorter, and they'd be at waist length at 18 inches, but I wasn't at waist length at 18 inches. I then decided I was going to do something different, because I've always loved color. I've always admired people with colored hair. I've loved color so much that I went and I got a hair color, the Cream of Nature hair color in red, Oxblood. What do you call it? Maroon? Oxblood. There's the other name for it. Not crimson. I don't even remember at this point, but yeah, wine. Yeah, possibly wine color. So I got this color of hair dye and decided I was going to dye my hair and die for a change. And then I tried coloring my hair myself, but the color didn't lift. It didn't deposit on my hair because I was using a temporary hair color, and so I proceeded to go to a salon, a natural hair care salon, to have my hair dyed professionally. And then today I experienced a setback. My hair was all over the floor. Even before I left the salon, my hair broke really bad. From how the hairstylist combed my hair, it was terrible. I lost a lot of hair. My hair broke really bad. I went from having thicker strands at my ends to having very scanty strands. As a matter of fact, when I put my ponytail together, the ends were very stringy, and then the breakage did not stop. The breakage continued for another 1 year. I was trimming my hair in bits, trying to get rid of the damage, but it was so bad that I went another 2 years and my hair was just not coping. The fact that I was having my hair relaxed, and I also had a chemical dye on it, it didn't work quite well for my hair, and so my hair suffered a very serious damage that I could not recover from. And in September of 2023, I decided that I was going to stretch my relaxers and see if I could go natural. So I stretched my relaxers for about 6 months, from September, October 2023, and then I cut off my relaxed hair in April of 2024. So at this time I had about 6 months worth of new growth. It was small, but it was something. It was a starting point, and I chopped off the relaxed parts of my hair, and then I began my healthy hair journey as a natural. Initially I planned to just have my hair short and in a twirl for a long time, changing the colors, because now I could finally color my hair now that it's natural and not experience that much damage. So I felt I was going to change the colors as much as I wanted, trim it after some months and go blonde, trim it after some months and go blue, trim it after some months and go green. Yeah, I really loved colors in hair. But at the end of the day, I only had my hair colored red, and then I decided to grow it out. Yeah, so I decided to just grow it out and just see. And to my surprise, my hair has done really well. In the space of 1 year and 10 months, my hair has grown really well, and I can tell you that I never expected it to grow this long in such a short amount of time. It's barely 2 years and I'm at armpit length from scratch. That is a lot. Even if we say it's 2 years and 6 months, it is still a lot. It has grown so much. I'm super happy about that, and I think most of the reason why my hair growth has been super fast is because I wear wigs. I do not braid my hair. I do not do anything to my hair. And since my setback happened at the salon, I've been quite reserved about going to the salon to do anything to my hair. I kind of feel like that mistake was deep. It was uncalled for, because I could have dyed my hair by myself and still had my long hair today, and I am not willing to relive that mistake. And so for every time that I have dyed or colored my hair, I have been doing it myself, and I will continue to do it myself, because So yeah, this is what my hair looks like now, and in another video I'll be telling you about my hair care routine, what I have been doing, what I did for the past years to grow my hair, and what I am currently doing now. I have done a lot. I've hopped on challenges. There are so many hair growth challenges that I have hopped on. There are some that worked, there are some that did not work, and currently I am actually doing 2 at a time. I don't call it a hair growth challenge because it's now a part of me, but I'm heavy on length retention. I'm heavy on wearing my wigs, and at the same time my wigs have also been giving me a greenhouse effect. So there was a hair growth method called the greenhouse effect method, where you have to cover your hair, keep your hair covered, and the claim was that if your hair is in a covered kind of environment, it stays away from dryness and all of that. I feel the greenhouse effect method happens when I'm wearing my wigs, and also the fact that I just keep my hair in cornrows month in and month out, like for months straight, about 3 months straight. I just keep my hair in the same cornrows, just washing it I feel like when I just keep my hair in cornrows, it does the job of length retention for me. I don't have to meddle in my hair. I don't have to do anything that will cause breakage. And yeah, that's basically my hair growth journey from relaxed to natural. And I really hope that this hair growth journey would, I really hope that this hair growth journey would be inspirational, because the idea behind us, tracking our progress and, keeping all of these pictures is for people to be motivated, to tap inspiration from these kind of pictures, for you to know that it is very possible for anyone to have long, healthy hair. All it takes is for you to just start caring for your hair, just start getting the best good hair care products. It doesn't have to be the best, but you definitely need to start using good hair care products. You need to start being mindful of the hairstyles that you do, and the people that handle your hair. You have to be mindful of how they are combing your hair, how they are doing. I would admit that in the many years of me being on a hair care journey, I rarely had my hair done elsewhere. I rarely went to the stylist to make my hair. I did not make my hair. I did not. I basically wore wigs. If I had made my hair, I think I could count the number of times that I had made my hair when I was relaxed and when my hair grew quite long. I feel like I made my hair not more than 3 times in a span of about 4 years. Yeah, in a span of 4 years. There was actually a Christmas that I did not make my hair, and I did that Christmas with just my long hair. All I did was to flat iron, to roller set, or to blow dry and flat iron my hair, and that was it for Christmas and New Year celebration. So yeah, I very much can live without having to do any of those hairstyles, and that's part of what has helped me, because my hair thrives better when it's left alone. Yeah, it does. So yeah, I hope you're motivated once more. I hope this has been inspirational for you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.